I hope you are doing well. So today we are going to explain this lesson, passive voice. Okay, so as you notice here we have a lot of tenses so that I already wrote. So for example we have simple present, present continuous, present perfect, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, future with will, and future simple with be going to, and models. Okay, this is the thing that we are going to cover right now. Means how you switch from the active to the passive voice. اوكي غادي نشوفوا كيفاش غادي نحاولوا نحولوا واحد الجمل من الاكتيف voice to the passive voice. Okay, for example the first one we have simple present. The first sentence we have simple present. We have I do my homework. Okay, I do my homework. This verb is conjugated in simple present. Okay, so if you want to do this sentence in the passive, as you notice here we have the subject, we have the verb, and here we have the object. Okay, so in the passive voice we are going to start by this object. Okay, it's going to be the subject here. يعني فاش تكون عندنا واحد الجمله في الاكتيف اوكي كناخذوا هذا الاوبجكت هو اللي كيرجع لنا subject in the passive. For example we can say my homework, okay, so and we have to follow this rule is, okay, so done, okay, is done by me, okay, is done by me in between brackets. For example the rule that we follow, okay, if you have a sentence from the active to the passive, we have to follow this rule. Means we are going to conjugate the verb to be in the present, okay, plus the past participle of the verb. يعني إذا كانت عندنا واحد الجملة simple present, okay, بغينا نحولوها للactive, we have to follow this rule. غناخدو الverb to be, okay, we are going to conjugate the verb to be in simple present is or are, and we are going to add the past participle of the verb. And this is the thing that we did here. Okay, هادشي اللي درنا في هاد الجملة عندنا هنايا. My homework is done by me. Okay, so we move to the second one. Present continuous. Okay, غادي نحاولوا نخدموا على هاد الجملة في present continuous. Okay, for example here I am doing my homework. I am doing my homework. Okay, this is this sentence in present continuous. Okay, so if you want to do it in the passive voice, بغينا نديروها في الباسيف، شنو غنديرو؟ غناخدو the object as we notice here. This is the object, my homework. Okay, so is, and we have to conjugate the verb to be in continuous, is being plus the past participle of the verb do, is done, okay, by me. So we have my homework is being done. Means if we have present continuous for the active, we are going to follow this rule. Okay, غنحاولوا نطبقوا هذه القاعدة اللي عندنا هنايا. يعني we are going to conjugate the verb to be in present continuous is or are plus being, okay, plus the past participle of the verb here, done. Okay, good. So we move to the present perfect. They have, as we have an example here, so they have taken the photos. They have taken the photos. Okay, so this is the present perfect. We have or has plus the past participle of the verb. This is the rule of present perfect. Okay, so what do you think we are going to do? The passive. شنو غنديرو في الباسيف؟ غنديرو the photos, okay, so have and been, okay, and the past participle, this one is already in past participle, the verb take, have taken, okay, have taken by them, okay, by them, have taken by them. Right? Clear. So the rule that we did here, we did have been plus the past participle of the verb. Whenever you find present perfect, you are going to follow this rule. Have or has plus been plus the past participle. يعني إذا كانت عندنا واحد الجملة في present perfect like this one, they have taken, we are going to follow this rule. غنتبعوا هذه القاعدة اللي عندنا هنا. So we are going to put have or has plus been, okay, plus the past participle of the verb. Been means the verb to be in past participle. Okay, so I'm sorry. So we move to the next one. Simple past. Simple past. Here, he took the photos. Okay, he took the photos. We have the verb take in the past. Okay, so when we have this one in simple past, when I'm going to say the photos, okay, and we have simple past means we are going to conjugate the verb to be in the past. So the photos were, okay, plus the past participle of take, were taken, okay, were taken by, so we have he, okay, were taken by him. Okay, so we have here the photos were taken, means the rule that we follow here is the verb to be in the past means was or were plus the past participle of the verb. Okay, was or were plus the past participle of the verb. يعني إذا كانت عندنا واحد الجملة في الأكتيف in simple past غادي نحاولوا نطبقوا هذه القاعدة. Was or were plus the past participle of the verb. So it depends on the subject that we have here. For example, هنايا عندنا the photos means it's plural. We are going to conjugate the verb to be like here, were. Okay? So if we have just one, a photo, we can say was taken. A photo was taken. ولكن عندنا plural form. We can see the photos were taken by him. So we move to the next tense, past continuous. Okay, past continuous. So in the active we have she was making a cake. She was making a cake. Okay, so if you want to do it in the passive, we're gonna say a cake. A cake. Okay, so we are going to conjugate the verb to be in past participle. So in verb to be, I'm sorry, in verb to be in past continuous, we're going to say a cake was being, and we are going to add the past participle of the verb make. So is made. Okay, it's irregular verb. Sorry, it's irregular verb. Okay, a cake was being made by her. Okay, by her. Okay, so easy. Means the rule that we follow is was or were plus the past participle of the verb. يعني القاعدة اللي غادي نحاولوا حنا نركزوا عليها is this one. إذا كانت عندنا past continuous غادي نحاولوا نطبقوا هذه القاعدة في البا passive. Okay, يعني the verb to be in the past. Okay, plus I'm sorry, plus being. Okay, plus the past participle of the verb. Okay, was or were plus being plus the past participle of the verb. Okay, so we move to the past perfect. Okay, in the past perfect we have, this is the rule past perfect, had written, the form. Okay, had written. We have written the lesson. So if you want to do it in the passive, we're gonna say the lesson. So had been, and we are going to add the past participle we already have here. So it's verb write, and the past is wrote, and the past participle is written. So had been written by but okay, by us. Okay, had been written by us. Okay, so we have had been written. Okay, had been written. يعني إلا كانت عندنا واحد الجملة في الباست بيرفكت غادي نطبقوا هاد القاعدة اللي عندنا هنا. شنو غنديرو؟ had been plus the past participle of the verb. يعني القاعدة اللي درنا دابا هنا had been written. The lesson had been written by us. Okay, so we move to the future. Okay, future we have two. Okay, we have two types of future. Future with will and future with going to. For example, we have future simple. I will make a cake. I will make a cake. We have will plus the verb in infinitive. عندنا will مع الverb في infinitive. يعني شنو غنديرو؟ غنديرو a cake. Okay, so a cake will be. Okay, so a cake will be, and we are going to conjugate make in the past participle. It's regular. We are going to say a cake will be made. A cake will be made by me. Okay, a cake will be made by me. So we have the rule that we follow is we are going to say will be plus the past participle of the verb. يعني غنديرو إلا كانت عندنا future simple with will نحاولو نتبعو هاد القاعدة اللي عندنا هنايا يعني will be plus the past participle of the verb. Okay, so we move to the next one, future with going to. For example, here we have I'm going to do my homework. Okay, I'm going to do my homework. So we're going to say my homework. I'm sorry, I'm going to change the color. So my homework is going to be done. Okay, my homework is going to be done. Okay, means the rule that we did is or are. Okay, and going to. Okay, so going to be plus the past participle of the verb. Okay, so plus the past participle of the verb. So we have my homework is going to be done by me. So and we have the last one. And now modal verbs. Modal verbs, all the modal verbs they follow one rule. كاع المودل verbs اللي عندنايا تيتبعوهم هما كنتبعوهم واحد قاعدة وحدة. عندنا she must revise the lesson. Okay, it's like the same that we did in simple future. نقولوا the lesson. So the lesson. So must. Okay, the lesson must be. And we are going to add the past participle of the verb revise. So it's regular verb, we are going to write revised. Okay, so the lesson must be revised by her. Okay, so we have she, by her. Okay, this is like a review or general introduction concerning passive voice. يعني passive voice كما كتلاحظوا هنايا يعني we follow just specific one rule. We need the verb to be, okay, plus the past participle of the verbs. Okay, we need the verb to be and plus the past participle of the verb. كما تلاحظوا إذا كانت عندنا simple present, okay, in the active we are going to conjugate the verb to be in simple present and we are going to add the past participle of the verb. Like here. So I do my homework. My homework is done by me. Means we conjugate the verb to be in simple present. يعني conjugating the verb to be in simple present زدنا عليه the past participle ديال الverb. For example, we have present continuous. I'm doing. So if you want to conjugate the verb to be in present continuous, you can say is or are plus being plus the past participle of the verb. My homework is being done by me. Okay, this is the lesson concerning passive voice. I hope you like it. I hope that you again enjoy this lesson. Thank you.